Hi, everybody. It's Marjorie Waldo at Arts Garage. I got lucky enough to sit with Tony Holiday from Tony Holiday and the Soul Service today. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
We're really excited about your show. It's November 8th at 7 p.m. That's a Sunday night. So we're really pumped to have you here.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's my first show back since February, so.
It's been a really long haul for a lot of us in the business. So how have you seen it impact your world?
Oh man, it's been, it's the pandemic and this year have been really hard. A lot of my friends are just out of work. My mentors here in Memphis, my close friends and guys that I'm lucky to learn a lot from, they're only playing big festivals, only headlining that kind of stuff. So it's all just been taken out, and it was okay for a while. I think everybody made it through the summer, but then lately I've been seeing it's really time to get back to work or figure something out.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's so tough because we're trying here too, which is we're doing both it's sort of a hybrid of live stream and in person. Now that we have some capacity, we're at 100% capacity in Florida, but that's not realistic with the social distancing guidelines from the CDC, nor is it probably the safest thing to do. So we've reduced our capacity to keep people safe to about 50%. So it's for a venue. I understand now why so many places have just said we're not going to do anything until September of 2021, because it's very hard. I'm not sure how much our patrons understand about the impact on the artists and your wallets and your ability to exist, and the impact on venues, because we're all really struggling. So I'm glad I'm glad you'll have your first show. We'll take your temperature, and anybody who's not singing or playing a mouth harp will have to wear a mask on the stage.
Yeah.
And the audience too, unless they're drinking or eating. So
okay.
It'll be a safe, fun vibe. We've had several shows with an audience, a live audience. It's been really wonderful. So we're excited.
Wonderful.
So you are a blues harmonica player. This is from the marketing. A blues harmonica player with an old school voice. So you sing and you play the harmonica.
Yep. For the last, 7 years, I've been playing the harmonica and in my band. I do play guitar too.
I missed it.
But I haven't played live in maybe 10 years on the guitar for some reason. I just started playing harmonica, but yeah, so I've been singing and playing harmonica.
When did you start getting interested in music? I mean, did you start singing first, or did you start playing guitar first when you were a kid, or how did it go?
Oh man, I think for me it was just listening to music as a kid. I grew up with my grandparents, and I was always infatuated with the stories that the songs just painted in your mind. It just installed all these stories and things like that. And I've always related to music that way. My mom got me a B.B. King album when I was 13, and it scared me. It was such a big booming voice. It was almost scary, it was, and that changed my life.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was going to ask who your musical influences were, and it sounds like B.B. King might be one.
BB's not, I don't know how much he influences me. It's funny. He's just one of those first ones that, he's he has a way about singing and stuff that just paints a big picture in your head. And so I don't know, my influences are country blues, Lazy Lester. I got a lot of country blues, hill country type of stuff that I'm really getting into. As I moved to Memphis, I was writing with John Namath and doing these, and had my hat on, fedora and suit and things, and that was good for a long time. But to be honest, it's like it really wasn't me. The overall approach is more me. So
that's really cool. That's very cool. Okay, so you are doing a 3-country tour, and you're sort of announcing and supporting your first solo album called Soul Service.
Yep.
So tell us about Soul Service. It says here in my marketing doc, which is my cheat sheet, that you recorded it in North Mississippi at Zebra Ranch. Tell me about Zebra Ranch and that experience.
Yes, I recorded it there. Zebra Ranch, it's an amazing place. Um, I had a guy reach out to me when I moved to Memphis, and we had known each other. Ori Naftali, we had kind of known each other a bit through the years, but he produced my album, and he laid it all out. He took me there. You know, it's a place out in the middle of the sticks where you got to bring 3 meals because there's nothing around there. Yeah, it's great. It's the Dickinson brothers and Jim Dickinson. You know, a lot of great things have gone down in that studio over the years. R.L. Burnside is a huge influence of mine too. And anyway, it's just it's kind of that old shack out in the swamp.
It's really cool. And so tell us about Soul Service then. Tell us about the album.
Yeah, the album was cool. I moved to Memphis 2 years ago this month. You know, yesterday was the anniversary, and I was writing songs during that move and coming to Memphis to be closer to some people here. The record, yeah, there's an eclectic songs I wrote throughout the year, and while I was getting settled, co-writing with a lot of people. It was a really cool record. I went out of my how do you put it, my not my comfort zone, but just my regular style of writing for that record, and was doing stuff like that. I'm very proud of the record.
That's awesome. Will you sell it here while you're here? Will you have copies of the CD? Okay, that's awesome. Yep. And I don't know if you'll have anything that we can tell our live stream viewers about that may not feel comfortable coming for a live show yet. Maybe there's a way they can contact you to buy from you.
Yeah, so I sell the records on my website, the TonyHolidayMusic.com, and a bunch of other stuff. I have different posters on there. I do a record called the Porch Sessions for the last few years.
I was going to ask you about Porch Sessions. What is that about?
Different posters for sale there. The Porch Sessions is something I started, 4 years ago or 3 years ago, and a partner of mine, Landon Stone, we just thought it would be a great idea to record people on their front porches, where, inspired by where it started, where families used to go to cool off at the end of the day and spend a lot of time with each other, and just this magical porch energy. And so, we called some friends, called Charlie Musselwhite and Kid Anderson and some people there, and they said, yeah. So we just started doing it and started recording people on their front porches before the pandemic, where everything's a porch session now.
That's it. Yeah, right. Everything is in your kitchen or your bedroom or the front porch for sure. Can people find those sessions, some of those recordings, on your website also?
So yeah, it's a full album. It's released with VizTone. And I'm about to release Porch Sessions Volume 2 with people like Bobby Rush and Larry Bell, and Trudy Lynn and John Namath and Victor and Southern Avenue, a bunch of people in Memphis that I recorded on their front porches. So Volume 2 is going to come out here soon. I'm going to make an announcement with VizTone soon.
That's really cool. Well, it sounds like you've, even though the pandemic has maybe stopped the touring and the performance, you've been really busy anyway, producing cool stuff. I want to make sure that we talk about the fact that your music, first of all, is kind of a fusion almost of blues, soul, and modern day Americana, right?
Yeah.
So it's got a little bit of everything. You're saying you've got a lot of country blues influence in there as well. And you are an award-winning musician. Your band has received the Best Blues Band for 16 and 17 in City Weekly Music Awards in Salt Lake City, Utah. Yeah. You've received the CWMA Award in 2016 for the Best in-State Blues Artist.
Yeah.
And you've received the one of the top 10 young harmonica players in the country through Blues Harmonica Player magazine.
Yeah, the Porch Sessions got nominated for Best Live Album in the Blues Blast magazine, and we're happy. I'm happy to being started out and new on the scene. I'm happy. I'm very grateful for any time anybody's nodded.
Yeah, lots of attention. That's great. That's wonderful. So tell me, last question. Tell me what kind of, because it's the first time you're on our stage, and we hope it'll be a recurring gig for you on your tour. We're a little place, but we try to grab you while you're routed this way. So tell me
Yeah.
what you like your audience to try to sort of get out of the experience. What do you want your audience to feel or think about or
You know,
with you?
that's a good question. I like that question a lot. I love playing music with my friends. I play music because it makes me feel good. And you know, I like people to walk away feeling good. I know it's blues music and the content is sometimes dark or you know, things like that, but I don't know, I like people to feel good. I really like to pass that along. Nice simple grooves, something that people can remember, you know, something that's just memorable and makes them feel good.
Takes them away a little bit, maybe from some of the anxiety. You know,
Yeah.
live music, the first concert we did when we had our live streaming launch, watching that performance for me was really magical. I had forgotten how spoiled I was to see all these incredible
Yeah.
musicians on the stage and how normal it was to walk through a room with some incredible Latin music, or we do a lot of everything here. We're a very, very diverse program on our calendar. And you can walk through and find just incredibly talented performers on our stage any minute. And I'd kind of forgotten how lucky I was, because
Yeah,
when
me
I
too.
felt it again, I was like, damn, I'm really glad that we're trying to come back, you know? So I'm really grateful you're going to be here, that you're making the trip, and that you're going to be on our stage. So again, it's November 8th at 7 p.m. That's a Sunday. It will be live streamed, and that's in real time. So you need to be sitting on your couch with your drink in your hand or your dinner and be ready to go at 7 p.m. It is monetized live stream. You can purchase it on our website, and you can also, there's limited seating for a live performance. So I hope you will check it out. Tony, thank you so much for taking the time with me today.
Oh, thank you too. It's been great. I can't wait to meet everybody down there and just barely breaking into the Florida scene. So thank you guys so much for putting all the effort forth.
We're excited to help blow you up down here. That's awesome.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Thank you so much.
See you soon.